What's up guys, Jason here, Morph Mixology Reptiles. Welcome back to the channel. This week's video is going to be super fun. I've got a really cool holdback clutch I want to show you. I talked about it last week and the week prior, but of course we had a special guest last week and I feel like that was a little bit more important. If you have not seen the video of Brian Barczyk coming to visit, it'll be right here, and I will also link his video down below if by some weird miracle you haven't seen a Brian Barczyk video. That would be kind of unheard of. Additionally, at the time of filming this, last night we did a birthday live stream with Billy from Mutation Creation and Chris Ward from the Reptile Ward. It was super fun. I really appreciate all you guys coming out and supporting us in the channel and my birthday. And of course, we had a killer egg cutting. So, last one of the season. If you haven't seen it, go back and watch the live stream. But stay tuned because I'm really excited to do an update on this clutch when they come out and shed. By the way, if you hear a little bit of a whistle in the background, it's not your system or your setup. It's not my camera, I promise. It's super freaking windy here today in Billings. So it's actually causing a whistle on the door out to my backyard. So, you know, nothing I can do about that. But none of that's the point of today's video. I want to update you guys on probably my most important holdback clutch of 2020. So this was a cinnamon ultramel Pharaoh. You guys have seen him 100 times. He has been crazy busy this past year. And he was bred to Ariana, who is the pewter, which is pastel and cinnamon, genetic stripe. So because of that, every offspring that came out was obviously 100% double het ultramel genetic stripe. So as it stands, we're going to keep most of it back. 2 of them are leaving. That was a long ago, many months back, deal that I worked out with a buddy. And when I get to that next project of what we got from him, I'll explain why. But needless to say, none of these are available, but they are super cool. So I'm going to put you guys up on the tripod. I've got the secondary camera set up. We're going to review this clutch real quick, and I'll show you what we made for our awesome double het holdbacks. All right, so hopefully this works. I'm actually doing a little bit different camera setup than I normally do, but I think it's going to be just fine. I am, however, going to be popping back in and out of this main shot to get the animals because a couple of them are very similar in appearance, and one is staying here, one is not, so on and so forth. So I just want to make darn sure that I don't mix them up in the process of doing this. So let me go ahead and start with, as always, towards the bottom of the least impressive genes of all, from cinnamon ultramel to pastel cinnamon genetic stripe. All right, so these are fresh, not fresh hatchling, but fresh shed the first time out. So they've actually not been started on food yet. We're doing that this weekend. But starting out here, this is just a normal male, 100% double het ultramel genetic stripe. You can actually start to see some influence, I believe. I don't know what a het G stripe influence is, but you know, this really nice striping on the tail is probably pretty indicative of that. And definitely the overall color and brightness, I would say, is indicative of het ultramel. I mean, we know for sure they're 100% double het because I used 2 visuals, but I think you can start to see some indications of that in here. The way the back stripe starts to kind of disappear and then turn into a solid stripe down here, you know? So just a normal male, 100% double het. All right, next up, this is one of my male holdbacks. This is, and it's also, oddly enough, going back into shed for the second time, it looks like. But this is a cinnamon double het ultra stripe. So again, much like that normal, you can see the reduction in the pattern, kind of spotty a little bit, turns into a solid tail stripe. So I kind of think this is starting to lend its way towards het genetic stripe. That and the way that the pattern kind of pulls together back here. On this side, it's really cool. Look at that side pattern, how it's just like crazy pulled together, and stripey, and even more so up on the neck. I love the neck pattern on this cinnamon male. If you'll cooperate with me here, look at this neck pattern. Just like solid striped. It's all pulled together, no alien heads at all. So really cool animal here, the cinnamon double het ultra G stripe. Okay, moving next up in the list, this is my first female holdback. Hopefully she doesn't bite me, she's a little fired up. Weirdly enough, when I cut this, I thought something else might have been going on in the clutch because this did not just look like a pastel, which is the only thing it could be. I checked with the lady I got my pewter G-stripe from, and it's just a pewter G-stripe. So this is a pastel 100% double het G-stripe Ultramel. And she's kind of pissy. She's already bit me once, so I'm not going to screw with her too much here. But just insane, like ridiculously bright, wonky pattern, similar kind of striping thing trying to happen. But again, I'm not gonna screw with her too much to show her some shape or whatever, because she is really pissy right now. But just a really awesome pastel 100% double het ultra stripe. All right, next one is super cool in my opinion. This is holdback male number 2. And I've made a couple of this combo minus the double het G-stripe, or ultra stripe, obviously. But I made a couple of this combo in the last 2 years. This is by far the most bizarre looking one I've got. And that is the male pewter double het ultra stripe. So of the pewters I've made, or black pewters I've made, this is hands down the most reduced. You can see the same kind of things we're talking about here. Reduction in pattern in the spine to a fully striped tail, pulled together alien heads, a lot like the cinnamon was. This one actually got connected eye bands and a stripe along the neck, but again, same thing with the pattern here. The interesting thing is, see if I can get this to focus correctly. Look at the color. I don't know if it's showing up on camera, but there is very obvious orange in these little alien heads right here. It's really cool, and I don't know if it's a paradox per se, or if it's just the Ultramel, Het Ultramel influence in this one, because it's much lighter than a cinnamon, just a cinnamon if it shows through like that or what, but there is a very obvious orange tone in these alien heads, and I was really stoked when I saw that. But either way, beautiful combo. Really, really like this male. Pewter double het ultra G-stripe. All right, next up, these next two are the same genetically, so spoiler alert there. This is the one that's heading out to my buddy, then I'll show you mine. But I was stunned when these came out, especially with the possibilities of what could potentially be wrong here. But this is a female pastel super cinnamon double het genetic stripe Ultramel. Probably going to blend in with my background actually now that I think about it, but just killer. I mean, that color, that really nice silvery color, the bright white belly and sides, you get these weird like black or dark gray paradoxing spots, very common with super cinnamon. But I was very pleased when I saw that no kinking at all. Super cinnamon, super black pastel oftentimes have kinking problems. So no kinking here, beautiful specimen, no duckbill, just, no bug eyes. I mean, she's absolutely perfect, and I just was super excited because obviously now, as far as the breeding is concerned, there's no normals to be made in this project now that these two are here. So really nice. This is a female pastel super cinnamon double het. And then just like the last one, except this one is my holdback female, pastel super cinnamon double het. But I picked this girl over the other one. I just liked the overall pattern distribution, color and whatnot, and this paradoxing spot or black spot, whatever you want to call it, on the neck. I just liked this look better. I thought it was super cool where that was. Again, no duckbilling, no kinking, just a perfect specimen. We were able to hit 2, which is fantastic. 2 super cinnamon pastel double het Ultramel genetic stripe. And both girls. So there you have it, guys. Super cool clutch. I was blown away with it. Really good odds, actually, in general. To only hit 1 normal. 2 supers, both girls, both perfect condition. Could not ask for much more. I'm going to go ahead and cut this video a little bit short here because my camera is blinking at me that it's about to die. Again, thank you guys so much for all the love and support. Thank you all that have come over from Brian's channel in the last couple of days. Amazing. I could not have asked for more. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Stay tuned for more stuff. We're doing a lot to the room. Breeding starting for 21. The channel's just getting going. So stay tuned, subscribe, comment down below. I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.